Welcome back to the stream. I think this is part 8. Been a bit. Let me check. Yep, part 8. Great. So last time we were here, we redid this whole thing to create meal slot instances. Created the basic macro display. That's pretty much it, I think. I want to try something a little bit exciting today, which is to get barcode scanning working. I feel once we get barcode scanning working, then, we'll actually have some interesting data to play with. It shouldn't be too difficult. So first let's get this building. Honestly, the hardest thing is going to be like scanning the code on an emulator. And sorry, it's been a week since our last stream. Been a bit busy with work and being tired. Okay, so on our food creation screen, I figure all the way at the top right, we can have a not a delete button, a barcode scanner button. Barcode. I kind of hate this as a barcode reader. It's very ugly. We just get like a barcode. I mean, they have a QR code scanner, but not a barcode scanner. Okay. Yeah, it's close enough, but like then you think that you could scan a QR code, which you can't. So let's just check if they have one of these. There we go. So they had one, they just never give it to me. I don't know what food has QR codes. I don't think any, but you might look at that and go, well, I have a barcode, not a QR code. And, we laugh and say, oh, you're a fool, you should know. But I think it's really us who would be the fool in this scenario. It's our fault. It's true. Is the music a bit loud? Looking at the levels, it's a tiny bit up. Smidge. There we go. Okay. So we made this fancy little compile SVG script a bit ago. What? Oh, we made this when we were on Linux. So this is a bash script Whoops. Okay, let's convert this to a PowerShell script. When we were on Linux, good times. There we go. Okay, and now we should have the barcode scanner suite. So we go back to our main function and register. Barcode scanner. I don't think we have to, yeah, we don't have to put like .svg. Okay. So now this is available to us. And we'll have to actually pull that in with Flutter pub get. The Flutter YouTube channel actually put out some pretty good videos recently on the inner workings of Flutter. It's pretty interesting. For those interested, if you go to their Flutter Dev YouTube channel, this Decoding Flutter series is pretty good for those like new to Flutter, or those needing a refresher. All right, there's our barcode scanner. Now we gotta actually make the barcode scanner screen. How about that? Scanner screen. And I guess it's a stateful widget. Scanner screen. Let's give it a route. And let's have it return a barcode. Push named scanner. Add a comma, make it look nice. Does that work? If I recall, in our history screen, we had to do something similar. Yeah, okay, we did it like this, where we pulled it back as dynamic and then did a cast. So we can just do it that way here. I feel like you should be able to put the type in here, but if I recall, that didn't work last time. Okay, and we'll just print the barcode. And there's nothing on this screen yet. So I suppose we'll need a scaffold and a safe area and then a column. Okay. Now we need to grab Flutter camera. This is it, right? There's the camera view somewhere. Camera preview. Okay. Yeah, that is what I'm looking for. Right. Do Flutter pub add camera. And we'll have to change our minimum SDK, which will be here. Android app build Gradle, yeah. If I recall, this was like in a weird place now, like in this Groovy folder. App data. Oh, maybe it's in SDKs. There it is. Yeah. Engine scripts. Not here. Well, Google's our friend, right? Change. SDK version. So I know I could just set it to. There we go. So you can just override local properties? That wasn't working last time I tried. But we can give it a shot. Oh, and I probably have to register the camera permissions. No. What's this? Yeah, it seems we don't actually have to, I would have thought we would have to put the permission thing like we have to do for iOS, but apparently not. You used to have to put in your manifest file, wherever that was, your Android manifest, that you were going to use the camera. And then they would like pop up the permission, like pop up, like, do you want to use the camera while using this app? Yes or no? I guess you don't have to do that anymore. Which doesn't quite make any sense to me, but that's okay. Okay. Why, oh, I didn't actually await this. Now we don't get that error. Okay, let's make our camera controller. Very high should be fine. And I don't remember how to get the camera anymore. Where are you grabbing cameras? Available cameras? All right, good enough for me. I don't like that that's just kind of sitting out there as a loose function, but that's fine. And we're going to want to get the camera that is facing the back. I guess it's really a camera description, but there we go. And then we break. And if camera equals null, right now we'll just throw an exception. And that should initialize our camera controller, which we'll have to bring out into the state object. Oh, and this is a future, so I can't actually create this in here. So we got to extract the method into a, we'll call it just load. And well, call set state loaded equals false. Yeah. Did I say false? I meant true. There we go. And we'll make this nullable. And we'll know that there's an error if this is null. So let's make a body. If loading, we will want a centered widget, but we'll want the centered loading indicator that is part of mothball. Okay. Oh, loaded. If not loaded, else we'll want to report an error. Get out of my way. What are you doing? I can't see. Hello? What's going on? I can't see. we're going to need our theme here. There we go. Why won't these go away? Is my computer like lagging? No. Alright, we'll reload the window. Pretty hungry today. I'm looking forward to my 10 ounces of pasta that I'm gonna have tonight. It's exciting. Maybe one day I'll even have a nutrition app that I can journal it. And then we can know every day I have 10 ounces of pasta. Okay, where is my camera preview, huh? What's going on? Is it just not like big enough? No. I swear, it has a camera. Doesn't it? Am I crazy? Oh. That was dangerous. Why won't this work? Yeah, it says that there is a camera. It even says that it's is that the FPS? I don't know. What's going on? This was the easy part. This window is huge. There we go. Do I want this emulated instead? I would have thought virtual scene would be pretty good for this. Oh, we lost connection to the device. That's weird. Should also dispose of the camera controller. All right, give it another shot. Yeah, that's so weird. Connecting to device camera. Is it the resolution? No. Oh, you got to initialize it. Oh, okay. I guess we might as well set all this stuff while we're at it. Um, Now it's gotta work. It's gotta. There we go. Audio permission was denied, but we don't need audio. So enable audio false, because barcodes are visual objects, not, despite what everyone else thinks, sound waves. I know that's a common misconception. Huh? Let's grab this right here. No. I want the back button from here. Padding included. Okay. Scan barcode. And it has no size, so let's fix that. Now let's walk. Oh, there's a nice pretty cat. He's very handsome. There's a dog. We are not big on dogs in my house. There's a nice painting of a zebra. Yeah, I'm not supposed to tell anyone about our... My girlfriend doesn't like dogs, and she's worried that you'll cancel her, because everyone loves dogs so much. Anyway, where's that like table I can put things on? Oh, sorry. How do I go up? Is there a way to get higher? In the sky? Oh, yes there is. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we just got to grab a barcode from the internet. Our favorite Campbell's tomato soup. This looks pretty good to me. Why? It shouldn't feel like bullying. That's crazy. Bullying me? I never do that. Barcodes. Campbell's. Is that? I never remember if that is it. Campbell's tomato soup. Now let's double check our thing showed up nice. Yeah, okay. It's very small. And that is a ridiculous size, so let's make it slightly smaller. Okay. All right, let's actually start grabbing the camera frames here. So camera controller, listen, stream, start image stream. There we go. This will probably kill the stream, but let's just stop the stream ahead of time. Okay, now we're capturing our camera very rapidly. Let's do a quick test where we double check. Okay, yeah, so we need to if we are processing, we do nothing. And then when we're done, we'll stop processing. That way we're not capturing images from the camera and like feeding them through a barcode scanner like over and over and over and over. Yeah, much better. Okay. Let's bring this back up. Flutter barcode scanner. So I actually think I want the ML kit one. Web is not supported. Do we care about web? This supports web. How? How does it support web if it can't actually analyze the image? What the hell does that mean? Um, am I allowed to not use their widget? Because I actually don't want to use their widget. I think this will work better. Also, it is really hot in my room right now. This is killing me. 1 second. Yeah, it's like 72 degrees. It's terrible. There we go. I don't know if you could hear the AC just kick on. Hopefully not. Could be a bit loud. It gets a tiny bit quieter, I think, when the compressor starts really going, but... Yeah, do I have to use... I don't know. I mean, it's cool that this one works on web. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the one we're gonna use. There. Come on. Oh, I can already feel that nice cool air. Okay. So let's create a barcode scanning controller. I'm going to put this on another screen so that I can, well, I'm going to do it this way. That way you guys can read along. I wouldn't want to be rude. How about barcode format all? Since I don't know what half of these mean anymore. And does this have to be disposed? No. Close? Yeah, alright, so we do. Let's actually make this work like this over here. And we'll close that here as well. Nice. And barcode scanner, we're going to process the image. How do you get an input image? Input image from bytes image. Seems to have like nothing in it. What's going on? Oof, this is a lot of stuff. Let's just, do we need the metadata? Oh, okay. Metadata, input image metadata. Size, we can do this. Then we can convert it to double. Rotation. I don't know where ChatGPT is getting all of these. How does it know this? Image. Okay, at least there is a way to do this. Oh, there goes my music. Hey, Alex. Welcome back. We're getting barcode scanning working. Well, now it's another day of Algamoth, the girlfriend, and the Olex. Isn't that just what it always turns into? Okay. This is kind of an insane thing, but that works. guess we'll want to do this repeatedly. I'm not in the web dev club myself, my friend. This is for mobile. I am not writing in JavaScript or TypeScript. This is an ahead of time compile language. But welcome to the club I'm not in. Mobile web dev. Alright, fair enough. Where are we getting these values from? Oh, I see. Okay. This is getting to be a bit of a long function, so we're going to want to rip this all out. TypeScript visual code plugin for my JSON game data. Cool. Will you end up making your JSON data binary JSON at a point? But it's so much faster. If it were me, I would put it as binary JSON. I've measured okay, fair enough. I've just seen a lot of people in the past, even on C, C++, convert to binary JSON. There's this one guy, what's his, something like this. You didn't need to write your own binary format. Don't do that. I mean, it would work, but yeah, exactly. You go crazy with it. Let me find that guy. I was close. JDH. This guy. You might like him. He converted to like a binary JSON format at some point in this. Although honestly, he may have converted back because then it became a pain to edit it. Not sure. But he was engineless too. Well, yeah, that's why you gotta make a, well, there's already a whole build, you know, part. You might as well just convert it to binary JSON then. Might make your hot reloads a little bit annoying. I think you had hot reload, right? Yeah, I mean, with all the other shit going on in your game, it shouldn't matter. I mean, you have like breakable walls and physics like that. I can't imagine that the thing you'll, yeah, exactly. You got 1,000 other systems, right? And like what? It spawns it in, as you take the bike to the level, and then it reads it once, and then it's in memory, and then who gives a shit? Um, Binary pack of serialized physics convex shapes. Ooh, that's cool. Was that like how recently? Um, was that like a while ago that I missed it, or because last time I watched you, you were baking UV maps for the big robot? Oh, but that's the cool stuff. I think that you are secretly using ChatGPT for everything, and so you're just lying. That's why you go off stream. You do use ChatGPT for everything. Who doesn't at this point? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I use it to write like some dumb Python stuff every once in a while. It's the only thing it's really good at. It's pretty bad at Dart, even like worse at Rust. I recently cleared my ChatGPT memory, so I don't even know what it would be. We're just gonna return, because honestly, I don't think there's anything worth processing if this breaks. Input image, okay. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. The only problem is, it's a bit of a sycophant, right? So it'll look at what you did and you'll say, hey, correct everything. And it'll go, no, you're amazing. You did it. You're the best. And that pisses me off. Other problems where it will just make up functions all the time. Did that to me today. Actually, one time I asked, is one package faster than another package? And it told me that it ran a benchmark on its machine, and in its micro benchmark, one package was faster. I said, "What are you talking about? You don't have a machine, or you didn't do a benchmark." And it said, "Yeah, yeah, you're right. I didn't actually run the benchmark, but now I'm gonna run the benchmark," which, you know, can't do. Okay, we almost at the part where we can read the fucking thing. Um, yeah, let's just grab this from the documentation. image format. And finally, we need the bytes per row. And I hate the convention of making everything final. I don't get it. Okay. Now I think we're cooking. And we will await this. Hopefully we'll get a list of barcodes out of this whole thing. Make it neater. And if barcodes, we don't need to check if it's empty, just to loop it. And we'll print out the barcode. Yeah. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's give it a shot. What's going on? I guess for debug purposes, we will set processing to false. Go back. We got no image. Okay, why not? Okay. Did I not tell it to use? I did. If it's Android, use NV21. But it just didn't want to? Why? Why would you just not? If I just like hot reload it. Can it not use that format? Is that what you mean? What are you asking? Oh, okay. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to take you seriously. My bad. Yeah, what the hell? Android emulator image. Is Yov? What is it called? Yep, Yov 420. Seems to be a thing with camera X where it will just automatically this kind of works. It's in Java though. You know what? Apparently I'm not supposed to have any shame, right? So we'll just do well, that's ChatGPT. The 12. All right, that works for me. Well, actually, it kind of doesn't, because now it's a uint8 list. I hate Docker. Do you use Docker? What am I saying? You're a game developer. Of course you don't use Docker. Why would you use Docker? Yeah. I tried using it at my job, where, you know, I use Docker Compose to spin up everything, but I was just using Docker on a server that wasn't like ever being taken down or anything. It wasn't elastic. It was just a server that was set up, and then I would, whenever I had to update it, I'd just rebuild the container, and I realized I was wasting all this time basically having Docker re-download and I guess like a Debian image or whatever, wasting all of my time. So I don't do that anymore, because that's fucking stupid. Oh, here are the bytes. I'm stupid. Just like Docker. Just like Docker. But why would I tell MLKit that it's YUV if we converted it? You have no idea what you're talking about. Unless it really does just take it. I don't think so. Alright. Oh, and it crashed immediately. That's good. For Flutter Pigeon Camera X Analyzer. Analyze was null. Expected. That sounds like a problem from the camera itself, not me. The plugin is written in Java. I'm just using it. There we go. And I assume we're still failing somewhere. Here. Well, what's the problem of... Why is that a problem? We're just throwing it away. So who cares? I would never, ever use Java. Image format is not supported. Okay, so it's just lying to me all the time now. Fucking hate ChatGPT. It's Kotlin. No, you're right though. Well, a good chunk of it's actually C++. But, yeah, Android is Java. And I don't write Android code. So, there you have it. As I said, would never use Java. Okay. So, let's do this. MV12 bytes. This is a disgusting function name. I'm not writing an Android app. Well, I guess I am. But this would also work on iOS. See? And on web. Kind of. Now that I actually added this barcode scanner, it kind of doesn't anymore. But utils. I use Android, and so does my girlfriend, so what does that say? Born and raised, New York. Now you know we live in New York, I guess. Yeah, see? We hate Apple in this house. 95% foreigners. I don't think that's true. Oh. My cat's here. He's ripping up my carpet. Hi, Arlo. We do not use WhatsApp. We use text messages. What are you up to? Not New York. New York, you can get away with anything. It's making up things again. What the hell is Pixel Stride? I assume it's bytes per row, but it used bytes per row already. What the fuck is bytes per pixel? Actually, New York is pretty Republican, believe it or not. Unfortunately. Haha. Like, personally, do I consider rural New York to be New York? No. It's not. It's another fucking state that... No. No, we don't. She's from rural New York. I took her away from the farmlands because it's trash and they have fake Italian food. Their top Italian food is like mozzarella sticks. Yeah, so this isn't real. You gotta fix this, ChatGPT. You gotta fix this. You trash, ChatGPT. You trash. I guess it was really the pixel stride that didn't work. Pixel stride, pixel stride. Okay, let's get ChatGPT. Oh, okay, so it was basically bytes per pixel. Okay. Please remove the final keyword. I hate having to remove that all the time. It makes my lines unnecessarily longer, and I wasn't going to edit them anyway. The compiler already knows that it's final because I didn't update the value. Why do I have to write that all the time? At least in Rust, I can just write mutable because most of the time I'm not mutating a value. Is this even accurate anymore? It's now a completely different image format. Alright, let's just see if this works, and then we'll actually fix up the code. Let's get rid of this. Hey, there's our barcode. 4921, yeah. Wow, it gets that really fast. It is just a barcode, I guess. Okay, now let's fix all this stuff. So let's actually do image bytes. If the image format is image format, this thing, then we do this. What do you mean? Oh, image format group. Well, how do I change that to the regular kind of format? Okay, we'll use this then. Put image format UV. Then we'll set image format to MV12. Otherwise, hopefully we can just grab it as is, I think. We'll have to test it on iOS when we get there. I only use my iPad for testing. My iPhone for testing. I don't think it's been booted in like a year. Maybe longer. I guess we'll just return the value pretty much immediately, right? Like, why not? Yeah. If not mounted, then we'll just return. My intention wasn't for you to like lose everything. No, you cannot use not. You have to use a bang. Why would you want to use not? That's more characters. Slower. I guess I usually I don't know if you could do that in Dart. You can do the equals equals false, definitely. I find as long as I name the variable okay, I don't really run into this problem. Because I usually know what I'm looking for ahead of time, that I'm pretty much always looking for it to be true. So like, with the exception of something like this, which I can read pretty easily as not loaded. Otherwise, I would probably just make it, you know, not loaded, and then I would just check if that's true, really. Sounds like a skill issue, Alex. Alright, why is this just popping off? Eh. Well, the only... What language does that other than, like, I know Python does it. I actually don't think that there is a language that... You had to do, like... overrides in C++ to... I forget what they're called. To assign and to, you know, to ampersands. You have to do that manually. Define? Really? Oh my god. You're right. Well, okay, I stand corrected. Hmm. I don't think Rust you can use and. Rust and. Yeah, no. I suppose you might be able to define it. Um, I don't know. I don't have a problem with the symbols. As ChatGPT, if Rust has and. I don't think I need to sit there for 15 seconds as it figures it out. I could just Google it. Oh, just look up everything. You see, the thing is that I wasn't actually that curious, but okay. Which programming languages have the keywords and not? You're bi curious, Olex. I've seen that the male character you created for your game. Python, Ruby. Ruby is a garbage language. Pascal. Pascal I'll never use. Ada. Who the fuck uses Ada? SQL is not a real language. Visual Basic, nobody fucking uses. COBOL is dead. I don't care about Lisp. I don't even know what VHDL is. Oh, text modeling. Oh, okay, yeah, hardware descriptive language. Never mind. It doesn't even think C++ could do it. You see, I wasn't even... It wasn't just me. What about C++? I don't know, man. The girl has like fucking lasers. I think it's more the other way around. Um. Okay, so actually, when the girl dies, a text box pops up and says, "You've cleared like 0. And then you fly away on your bike. But not actually. Did you ever fix all of the loose materials still staying at the main base? Or you still have robot clutter in your living room? So why the fuck didn't this work? Navigator state pop. That state no element. That's like literally not fucking true. Oh, maybe. Ooh, maybe this is taking too long. Aha. So why haven't you fixed it if it's a one-liner? I don't know, Olex. There we go. So this registers like really quick. Arguably really jarring. Don't you have enough? I mean, really. Should I make like artificial delay? That way you at least see the loading screen because it kind of looks like nothing happened. Like it opened and instantly closed. Oh, hey, Sejin. Yeah, pretty okay. How's your interpreter going? Uh, Olex, this guy's cool. He was writing a interpreter in Zig. Olex is a C++ dev, so he may have some conniptions with your love of Zig. But the app's going well. We just got barcode scanning working. Um, as you can see, it does return the barcode, although it kind of returns it, funny enough, too fast. And not sure what to do with that. Cool. I'll have to tune in for that one. You stream pretty late in the day, so I've been missing it. Usually having dinner at that time. So how well does this work off angle? Really well. Okay. All right. Well, we have our thing. Maybe instead we should have like a little pop-up thing where it grabs, like it, says a loading thing and then displays what it is, like Campbell's chicken noodle soup or Campbell's tomato soup. Yeah, scan food items to like populate calories, carbs, protein, fat, things like that. We'll need to look up like food barcode database. I know there are a bunch open food facts. Yeah, that's one. I think they're free up to like a bajillion API requests. So, although it seems they're never gonna load. So there's that. Oh, there we go. You wouldn't write the compiler in Zig? Seems like a waste of Zig. CSV to data. Um, Gotcha. I would probably use LLVM. So if I host this myself, I don't have to pay for API access. And I could just grab a new one every like week. I've used it pretty in the past for a very similar project. Um, they have like an API where you can look all these up, but there's a limit, rate limits. Yeah, there's a rate limit. 100 requests a minute, you know? So let's see how it does here. Do I have like Excel? Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, yeah, open it anyway. Let's see what happens. I got RAM. 100 requests a minute is enough to overwhelm web dev servers. Maybe on like the T2 micro, something like that. Well, so what would really happen is the barcode would be sent to a Rust server. Oh, out of memory. But why? I have so much. Just couldn't do it? It could have done it. It could have done it. File is too large for Notepad. Okay. How am I supposed to view this then? Am I gonna have to write Python code just to like view the head? I really don't want to, but I guess I'll have to. Um, yeah, all right. That's stupid. Do I have pandas installed? There we go. .10xeditor.com, Google Sheets. What is this? 10x editor, high performance C++ editor. Well, this is just like a whole fucking IDE. That's not what I need. Is this that guy who made the this looks like a super similar website to that file explorer that you had me look at. Is that the same thing? All right, let's grab the data frame. Can I Give it a path? I don't remember anymore. It's been so long since I've worked with pandas. Um, list like. Man, I don't remember how to use I don't remember how to use pandas. Um, just tell me how to open the data frame, please. I don't remember. And I don't want to ask ChatGPT, but I probably should. Read CSV. That's it. There we go. Um, whoa. I didn't need the absolute path, but that's fine. Why do you bully me so much? So rude. Will this work? Yeah, we're not on Linux though. No module pandas. All right. We used to run on Linux, but it was causing too many problems. Um, for whatever reason, OBS just refused to capture the screen well, meaning I have to like select force to SDR and then it gets the colors right. If I don't do that, it looks all super washed out. And so I had to stop. Expected 52 fields. Saw 95. Well, they didn't even get to this part. What the hell? What is in this CSV? The pandas can't even read it. Yeah, VS Code has a shell terminal. I don't need the fucking... Sure. Why did it, like... It gave me as if I wanted to run it from command line and then give me all of this sysarg stuff. It's not what I asked it to do. PowerShell's trash. Don't start with me. Okay, so what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Did like 7-zip fuck up decompressing it from gzip? Like what's wrong here? Fuck you, Alex. All right. If this doesn't work, then we will. Oh, okay. Um. Hey, this is really ugly. Isn't there a way to make that pretty? At least that worked. Kind of. It's already pretty ugly. Is this just because the delimiter is tabs? Doesn't it figure that out already? Like by itself? Thought it was capable of that. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. That was the problem. I really thought pandas would figure that out by itself, but whatever. There's got to be more rows than columns than this. I assume that's what the like what this means. Print df columns. Yeah. Stop cutting them off. There we go. So, what is the code supposed to be? That's not the barcode, is it? EMB codes? This might actually just be easier if I then like do CSV it again. So we'll do clipped.csv. And we'll get rid of the index. And we'll make the separator actually a comma. There, now we can view it. I thought I told it not to put the index. Did I say true? Apple AirPods? What? That's not a food. RTFM? I don't know what that is. Read the fucking manual? Fair enough. Got me there. Yep. Already. Yep, I'm already. Yeah. Because I like to figure it out myself, Olex. Something to be said for powers of deduction, even if I don't have any. And I don't know where it is. It's not really telling me. Check out our documentation for images. Do you have... My female companion is already figured out, and she's in this chat. She can say hi. There she is. Hey. Okay, so not the API. This only has documentation for the API. Well, she's not that complicated, though. I knew what you meant. She's just not that complicated. She's great. We're interested in the data. Okay. All I have to do is feed her pizza and let her eat a lot of cheese. Girls like cheese. And that's pretty much it. She kind of takes care of herself. It's great. You gotta listen to when she tells you about our gotcha games. You could learn a thing or two from me, Olex. It's very easy. It's very easy. Am I stupid or can I just not read? Um, I will say, when I'm streaming, my reading comprehension goes completely out the window. It's only my seventh stream. I guess it's my eighth stream because we did that one on Wuthering Waves for like no reason. But that like was extra bad for my reading comprehension because that was like the second stream. I couldn't read anything. What can I say? You make me nervous. You're just so handsome, Olex. You make me blush. All right, I don't fucking know. All right, well, you know what? Well, we'll ask ChatGPT. In the CSV, which column contains the barcode? That's probably not specific enough. In the food product CSV. Yeah. Streamers can't read at all. I've certainly seen way too many go like UI blind when they're playing games. Okay, so it was the code item. Thank you. I'm not sure, like, am I supposed to, like, buffer this up to, like, a certain number of digits? I mean, I can. But, like, this one has way more digits. How am I supposed to know? They're not exactly consistent. Food barcodes? Is there, like, a standard? Because there's, like, a lot of different kinds of barcodes. I've been through this fucking shit already. Universal product code. They have 12 digits. Well, what do you call it? According to AI, cheese contains proteins like casein, which can be broken down into casomorphins that may have some opiate-like effects. That explains why pizza's so good. And all those other carbs you're not allowed to eat, Olex. What happened to my barcodes? It's gone. Why isn't it printing it? Where are we? Oh, why did it... Apparently my debugger ended. Oh, that's because I I tried to open the 10 gigabyte CSV in VS Code. Whoops. All right. Let's try that again. Okay, so how many digits is this? 12. Okay. So this one is 12. All right, then we can just left pad them all by 12. Pad left, 212 zeros. And I think we'll have to reassign. Yeah, okay. Why does the length matter? So it might not, but I don't know if when you actually look at barcodes, like on actual products, um, like if the barcode is 12, like we had, where is it? Like 2, does the actual barcode that you scan come with 0000002? If it does, and then I try and compare it to 2, they're not equal because I'm looking them up as strings. I guess I could make them numbers and then it's not a problem. But I don't know if there are any barcodes that have letters. I mean, obviously not in the like universal one that we just looked up, but I guess if they're all numbers, it doesn't matter. We can just do that, and it would be faster actually than doing a string comparison. So you got me there. You're right. We'll keep them as numbers. Good idea. So let's actually make it an integer. Int try parse raw value do code if code does not equal null. You asked why does length matter, and our good friend Olex here is maybe 6 years old at best. Check out his stream. It'll be pretty obvious. Oh. String is not a type of int. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Fair. Good discussions going on today. Well, look, I think we should all get along, right? If we think about it, right? I found both of you by filtering to lowest number of viewers in the software engineering category. We got to stick together. We're bottom feeders united, okay? That's what I think it should be. We support each other. Should the barcode... Yeah. Barcode confirmation dialog. We don't need to call them dialogues. It's pretty obvious. Barcode confirmation. Okay, Twitch bottom feeders. This guy gets viewers on YouTube, apparently. Future void, because I don't know what it's going to return quite yet. Probably a food, but yeah, probably food. Yeah. It's an integer. Yeah, we're probably going to start streaming to both soon when I get around to setting that all up. I was working on actually getting the chat to like appear actually in the stream, but for the moment. Oh, Rubnevix, thank you for following. Appreciate it. And I finally caught someone as they actually followed. Usually I find out like a day later that, oh, someone followed and I don't get to say anything. So there we go. Barcode confirmation dialog. Well, we'll probably start streaming to YouTube soon as well. What do you use to stream to both? Like Restream? No, I think you can stream on YouTube just right away. I don't have any subs. You pay money to Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Do you not use like OBS? You use this for all of it? You can do dual streaming with free OBS? I thought it. Isn't that a plugin? I think it's a plugin. I was gonna do Restream. It's free if you only do it to 2 channels. Since I was only gonna do like YouTube to Twitch, because I don't have any interest in X or Facebook or anything like that. So we might, but if OBS has a plugin, oh, you know why I didn't? You're right. So I saw this plugin. You can see because it's red. Well, purple. It's red. It's purple because I read it. I was worried about the bitrate, like my actual upload bandwidth, streaming to 2 platforms at once. Restream, I think you actually just stream to Restream and then they divide it themselves. So it's really their upload bandwidth. That's at least the appealing option. Obviously, I'd like to, not have to use an outside service if I can. I don't live in the middle of nowhere. I live in New York. But if you couldn't tell from my accent, but Optimum is fucking ass. What can I say? What's my I'm gonna run a speed test. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't dox my IP first. Yeah, okay, it doesn't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is what I'm getting while I'm like uploading to you guys, but 2 up, yeah. It's pretty bad. So I am going to get a new modem, at the end of the week and see if that helps. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of fucking out of luck. So we'll be going with Restream, probably. I would be very surprised if I can get away with, you know, uploading to both. So let's actually, we didn't do a show dialogue. Oh, yes, we did. What am I saying? It's literally right above it. Whoops. Support food. You get 200 up. Look, no, there's no way I get 200 up. But I'm sure I get more if I wasn't streaming. Whoops. What happened? Okay. Oh, you live in Thailand? I completely did not realize. Or is this just a random fun fact? Gotcha. Your accent wasn't that strong when I viewed your stream. Did you live in the U.S. prior to that, or at any point, or some other English country? Because you're hilarious, Olax. I'm sure he gets that way too much. Don't use across async gaps. I'm trying not to. Oh, it's not. See? Olex. It almost tripped me up. I know American Pie is an old movie, but like, you really think that they're the only, like, that's only from that movie? Like, I've heard that 1,000 times, and I've never actually seen that movie. Although I can see where you get your humor from. But that's cool that you worked with an English couple. Like, that's vague and suspicious, but like, cool. um, Sorry, I'm a bit of a young un, so I wasn't old enough. Sorry. Searching. Dive instructor. Cool, cool. I always wanted to learn scuba diving, but I would have had to wake up way too early, and I just wasn't gonna do that. They wanted me to wake up at like 7 a.m. on my weekends, and it wasn't worth doing because I still haven't had a chance to even use it if I had actually gotten the license. I stopped going to like tropical places. You just like a hipster like that, Olex? Although I have to say, I don't think. Well, it's not like I don't like music that comes out today. I just don't like pop music that comes out today. Otherwise, it's fine. 70s rock is good. Centered loading indicator. Text. Searching for bar. Searching for food. Yeah. Oh, why is that all the way? Okay, so the centered loading indicator is clearly not centered. It's just a bit counterintuitive. I have never seen Rambo though. Sorry. But I haven't seen a lot of movies, so I'm not really into movies. Honestly, I do kind of get tripped up when I have the sedatives. It's kind of a problem that I'll probably never get down all the way in muscle memory. Just I don't work in HTML enough. I use it very rarely when I have to. Don't like to though. All right, so watch Rainbow. Yeah, but like, who has time to do that? How long is Rambo? Oh, also my music is gone. There we go. Who has time for that? Rambo, First Blood. How long is it? Oh, it's an hour and a half. It's actually pretty short. Maybe. Wow. Look at him go. Seedon, do you have like a YouTube channel? There we go. Oh yeah, the 6 dash. Is it Segan or Segan? Am I pronouncing it right? Yeah, I use mine as an archive as well at the moment. Okay, Segan, cool. So really to get this to work, given that I was going to manually load up all of the product into a database, I can't actually call the food yet. So it may be time, at least next stream, to actually start the Rust server, which I know Olex was looking forward to because Rust just boggles his mind. Um, just doesn't work for him. Lifetimes and shit. So that's probably what we'll do next time. And we'll probably call it here. And I'm gonna get some food. I'm never shipping the project? What do you mean? No, this is gonna be a real product. I don't get it. Am I not getting a joke? Is it going over my head? Am I being whooshed? Just kidding. There you go. You're saying that it takes forever to build a Rust server, aren't you? You'd be surprised. We'll have one stood up in no time. I would normally stream again on Friday, but Friday I'm busy. And then I'd normally stream again on Sunday, but probably going to be busy. So next Wednesday, we'll build the Rust server. Yeah, I'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple. It's really not that bad. It's pretty simple. I would show you one I already have, but that belongs to my job, so kind of not allowed. Sorry, guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night, wherever you may be. I don't know if it's like what time is it in Thailand? Thailand time. Okay. Good morning, Sejin. Have a good morning. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.